Won by Mr. Dayton Sayers of the Invaders. So nice job by Mr. Sayers. But we had a really fun time.
Yes, sir, we did.
And really fun time with the home run derby.
A lot of kids involved, a lot of people involved, and I think something that'll probably be brought back in the future.
I think so.
Yep.
We've got a little bit of rumbling, dumbling, stumbling in the audio here. All right, we are a little bit discombobulated, Mr. Griffith, because we just ran from to the other. And Chauncey was checking us out to make sure.
Our stream's on.
Our stream was to make
Our
sure.
Our stream's on.
Our stream was working.
Yes, sir.
Seating here tonight. Then the double elimination tournament starts tomorrow as Mullins takes that one high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just underway here in the County Boys Classic. From Fannin Park, Tim Carper along with Chauncey Griffith. Swung on. Fouled off the right side. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
In the historic, I must say, Bob Adkins press box.
Bob Adkins, and Bob was your
uncle, a fine feller.
Is that Miss Lois?
That's her son.
All right.
Yes,
Miss Lois's son.
And she is actually here right now.
Well, great.
Yes.
We're used to having her listen to us.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's here in person, feeling better. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 1.
Now batting for the Cubs, number 41, Brantley.
That'll bring Brantley Griffith to the plate tonight, who has changed his walk-up song from George Jones to Cindy Lauper.
That's it. And that would be my son.
That would be an eclectic group right there. First offering to Griffith, low and outside, ball 1.
One thing I'll say about Brantley, he is an individual.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, sir.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The 1-0, swung on and missed, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top of the first inning.
Tell you, I know we've got a great camera angle here tonight from the press box here.
I hope so.
But, well, I think so.
That one's called strike 2.
Wanted to let that pitch go first. But I tell you what, the work that's been done here in Fannin Park by the coaches and the parents and everything is really something to be applauded.
Can't do much about the grass with lack of rain.
That's right.
Pitch is in the ball. That pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. I'm tired. I've been here all day.
Yes, you have.
And I am wore out. Oh, that one's upstairs. That's only ball 3. We get 4 today, Brantley.
Yeah. I'll repeat. That's my son. And
today.
Counting to 4 is not his strong suit.
Well, that takes it after his mother.
That's right. Glad she's not listening.
Full count to Griffith with 1 away. Here's the payoff pitch from Cornwell. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that will bring Tate Caesar, who finished 4th in the home run derby. As we would say, and if you were in the horse racing business, he just missed the podium or the show.
There you go. Yeah.
One-place show. If he was in the Olympics, which is going on right now, he missed the podium by 1. Cornwell's first offering in the dirt, ball 1. I'm going to have to rely heavily on you when Ashland, the Tri-State, actually the Ashland Legends, but I think they go by Tri-State Legends.
It says A on their hat.
Yeah, I was unable to get a lineup card done, but I'm telling you what, we were busier than one-arm paper hanger when we got up here. 2 balls, no strikes to Caesar.
We do have their lineup, though, so we'll be good to go.
We will be fine.
Yes, sir.
We'll work it all out. It'll all come out in the wash, Papaw used to say. The 2-0 from Cornwell, inside, ball 3.
That was way inside. And I tell you, a couple weeks ago, Brantley, several of these boys were playing on the All-Star, Little League All-Star team.
Right.
I think Tate got hit by about 19 pitches in that tournament.
You say he's a little gun shy?
Well, no, actually. I don't think his facial expression ever changed. I don't think he ever flinched.
Well, he takes a 3-0 pitch, low and outside, ball 4, and that'll bring Gabe Mullins to the plate. Brody Evans on deck with a runner on first and 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Cornwell, that's the first pitch fly. Catches the outside corner. Well, close enough. Strike one. I tell you what, last time I was in a tournament, I had a 5-gallon bucket and a lawn chair as a booth. This is like luxury.
Absolutely. We got a box fan at this place.
That's exactly right. That pitch is up and outside. Ball one. Caesar will move up to second base on the wild pitch as the count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. This is nice up here.
You're not kidding.
This is nice. I am enjoying having this this vantage point tonight. Swing and a miss by Mullins. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The thing about tonight is the other two teams that scored tonight scored like 17 and 13 runs to get a bye. Boyd County's going to have to score more than that, and they are not up to that task right now. That ball's fouled out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. On Gabe Mullins.
One thing I will say about Boyd County, and we talked about this before, we talked about it on broadcast before, is aggressive base running.
Absolutely. They try to get after it. And the called strike 3 will end the inning with no runs, no hits, no errors. There was 1 man left on the base paths. We have played a half an inning. Boyd County nothing. The Legends coming to the plate. We'll be back in just a moment on the Boyd County Sports Network.
Get a can of Dr. Lyon's tooth powder today for a few cents at any drugstore. See what a surprise you get the first time you use it. We believe you'll never again return to ordinary, less effective ways of cleaning your teeth.
Welcome back here to the County Boys Classic. Gabe Mullins will be on the mound tonight for the Boyd County Cubs. Boy, Gabe threw a dandy up in Hurricane a couple of weeks ago.
He sure did.
And
he's really come on.
He's come on strong.
Yes, sir.
Defensively, let's try to take a look at that for your Cubbies. Mullins, so it's Mullen Evans. Looks like Mason Marsh is in left field. Henry Sturgill in center field. And Chris Miller is out in right field. So the extra hitter tonight is Brantley Griffith, apparently.
I believe.
Or am I seeing things wrong?
I don't know. I'm waiting on Coach Cody there he's talking to the second baseman. I'm not sure which Brantley we've got. We're going to find out.
Oh, that is Brantley Griffith. My bad.
Okay.
That is Brantley Griffith. My bad.
One way or the other, it's a Brantley.
It was a Brantley, and I couldn't see the number, and my eyes are not what they once were. I'll promise you that. But Gabe Mullins to Mullins on the mound and the battery mate tonight. I think Coach for the Legends having a little fun with Ty Mullins. I think Ty played with this bunch during the All-Star time.
Yes.
He's from that side of the county.
Yes, sir.
There is a distinct difference between Ashland and Boyd County, although people sometimes think they're the same. They're not.
No, well, just ask somebody from either place and they'll tell you.
They'll be quick to tell you.
That's right.
And that's one of the reasons that Frank calls these guys County Boys.
That's it.
That's the name of the tournament.
The County Boys
Classic.
One thing I was noticing there, Tim, I didn't mean to check out on you, but if you look toward the left field at the light there, the dust in the air,
yep.
You know, and just the dry climate right now, hot, dry. But I noticed Coach Jeremy was out watering the field early.
Right.
That's just the way it goes.
It's dry as a popcorn fart. That's all there is to it. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean,
I figured you had a one-liner for that.
Well, we usually find one or two.
Yeah.
Who we got stepping in here?
That is Cade Morris, the
Cade
shortstop.
Morris, the shortstop, takes the first pitch high and outside, ball one from Mullins. Morris, not the tallest kid on the team by any stretch of the imagination. Tough strike zone. Mullins with the wind in the 1-0. That one catches right down Broadway, called strike one. The one thing I have noticed setting from this vantage point is home plate and the mound are a little bit off center from second base.
You don't say.
By about 18 inches.
Yeah.
That one's over everybody's head. Ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike to Morris. had a lot of fun. Pretty good crowd here, especially to play this thing under the lights. I know
Yeah.
these kids are loving that.
Absolutely.
Have to be up at 11 o'clock in the morning to play. If they don't score enough runs in this one, might not be fun. Nonetheless, championship game tomorrow night will be under the lights as well. We're going to have all the Cubs games tomorrow, or we will attempt to have all of the Cubs.
That's right.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And we will attempt to have the championship game for you as well.
Yes, sir.
If something happens and we can't broadcast, we'll do the game changer or something.
Sure.
We'll figure something out. We'll get the info out there. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So a strikeout for Mullins records the first out of the inning. And that will bring up
Isaac Van Hoos, second baseman.
Van Hoos was in the home run derby. He hits it with the Griffith at second base. Strong throw and in the dirt. And Griffith had that one a little bit low. He hurried his throw a little bit.
Yes, sir.
And that will bring the first base. Bring the first base folks apparently on our Wi-Fi.
You don't say.
So we may have to try self-service tomorrow or something. That 0-2 is inside ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom half of the first.
Nothing like free Wi-Fi.
That's exactly right. And it's fouled straight back. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. 2 away. Legends have 1 base runner at second base. They've not had a hit in this ball game. Had an error and a fielder's choice. Here's the ball hit to Griffith. Takes the big hop on to Owen Rogers at first for out number 3. So no runs, no hits. They did have a runner left on base. And we have played 1 complete. And your score here at the County Boys Classic
Good as it can.
What did you seek for Mr. Paticate then?
A sample of them, lady.
I'll pick Patty Cake Baker's Man comes from.
You know,
Which came first, the cookie or the rhyme?
that's another one of those conundrums, right?
You never know. You just never know. No score here as we head to the top of the second inning in the County Boys Classic here at Fannin Park from the historic Bob Adkins press box where are we in? Rush, Kentucky? Are we in? I'll tell you what, this is cool playing under the lights.
It really is. It really is.
I love it. We'll bring Brody Evans to the plate for the Wood County Cubs, the third baseman. With no score here in the top of the second.
I'll tell you what else is cool, Tim, is if you're an Ashland fan, 19 pitches, 3 strikeouts in the first inning for Cornwall. Yes, sir.
Evans fouls the first pitch from Cornwell off to the right side. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. Big Boyd County Ashland tussle here tonight.
That's right.
Fannin Park.
They start them early.
They do. But you know, there's pitches low and outside. I saw these kids talking to each other prior to the game.
Absolutely.
They seem to be getting along just fine. Of course, now we'll probably have a pair of sixer coming in before this thing's over.
Yeah.
After saying that.
We hope not.
We certainly do. Oh, that one was – catcher couldn't caught that with a peach basket on a cane pole.
There it is. A cane pole. I like that one.
Ball was way up and out. 2 balls and a strike to the Cub third baseman. We hope to the backstop.
That's right.
That one's fouled off and catches the umpire. I'm getting messages that our internet is slow.
Yeah, I'm
Are we
getting
froze?
the same thing. No, we're back on.
We're experiencing some difficulties, but we may try the cellular service tomorrow. I think there's probably too many people on our free Wi-Fi here tonight. Although our Wi-Fi signal is beautiful.
Great. Yeah.
Little conference at the mound.
Yeah, I was going to say a meeting of the minds.
Well, some might call it that.
Uh-huh.
I think the catcher was doing gets hit. You go out and
That's
give
it.
him a chance to
That's it.
recoup. The 2-2 from Cornwell. Low and outside, ball 3. Runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Brody Evans, who's leading off the top of the second inning. No score. We're in the County Boys Classic. The Cubs and the Legends. The payoff pitch from Cornwell. Right down Broadway, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Chris Miller to the plate for the Boyd County Cubs. Miller playing right field this evening. That's one thing about these guys, you never really know where anybody's playing. Depends
That's right.
on who's pitching, right?
Yes, sir.
As to whoever's where. Cornwell misses ball 1. He tried to let that one go and came all the way across his body and pulled it all the way out to the left-handed batter's box. It's a little after 9 o'clock. Put us out with that. Did he call that? Yeah, he went. The umpire called that a ball, and that was a full strike. I think the umpire took his eye off of Miller on that one.
Yeah.
So the count runs to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top half of the second. And that one's headed right for Miller's noggin. He ducks that one. He got hit right in the head a couple of weeks ago. Didn't want to see that happening again.
No, sir.
That is not fun. I don't care how hard your head is. It's never good to get hit in the noggin.
I thought you were going to say how hard your helmet is.
Either way. It don't feel good.
No, sir.
I promise you. That one catches the outside corner, call strike 3. That's going to bring Henry Sturgill to the plate with 2 down. No score here in the top of the second inning. Game's moving right along.
Absolutely. Nash Cornwell on the mound doing a fantastic job so far.
Sturgill showing bunt. Let's see if he pulls back. He's just taken and takes a strike right on the outside corner, call strike 1. I think the Cubs trying to get Cornwell to throw a few more pitches.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He's been pretty well cruising to this point. That pitch is way up and outside, or inside, excuse me.
So far inside, it was almost outside.
That's exactly right. So far right, it was left.
There you go.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here in the top half of the second inning. Cornwell blows that one right by Sturgill. Very late on the swing. This kid's got a little giddy up on that fastball.
He sure does. I was going to say the same thing.
For a 9-year-old, he brings it up there pretty doggone good. The 1-2. That one's way inside, ball 2. Kind of reminds you of the Wild thing from Major League, though. You just don't know where it's going to go right now.
Right.
He's been up, down, in, out, but a couple times he's thrown it right down Broadway.
Yes, sir.
The 2-2. Misses up and out. Runs the count full, 3-2.
5th full count in 2 innings.
Favorite baseball movie?
My favorite baseball movie.
Yes.
I don't know if it would be a popular pick for someone of your generation, but I've got to go with Angels in the Outfield.
Pretty good one.
I'm a fan.
I don't have a problem with that.
The remake, Angels in the Outfield.
As Sturgill hits the dirt, the umpire calls strike 3, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. No score here in the
It's made with Pseudo-Lanolin. You better get Wild Goose Cream Oil. Charlie, start using it.
We want to take a break, but we can't really play.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I did a study once in college on the evolution of commercials and those old commercials up to modern times. And it's pretty interesting what was popular at certain times. And back in the 50s and 60s, where these come from, it was always a male voice that had a very stern, welcome, you know.
Always that same cadence.
But it's, and even though it sounds a little different, it's not changed a great deal for some companies, even up to today, but some companies have evolved into different things, but it's interesting. Pitcher Cornwell will lead things off for the Legends here in the bottom of the second inning. Gabe Mullins. Relatively uneventful first inning. A couple of runners got on there, but nobody got past second base. So Gabe will check in with Ty, the Mullins boys, although I don't think they're any relation whatsoever.
I don't believe so. Nash Cornwell at the plate.
Cornwell squares to bunt. Brody Evans comes in. He does bunt the ball, but foul off the right side. Strike one. Oliver makes an appearance tonight.
Oliver Griffith, the one and only.
The MVP of Kangaroo. The 0-1. He called it a strike, said it was strike one, but it's actually strike two. We'll give him a break. It's late. So no balls, 2 strikes. To Nash Cornwell leading off the bottom of the second inning here for the Legends. Mullins brings it plateward. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 out here in the home half of the second inning.
Strikeout number 2 for Mr. Gabe Mullins on the mound in this ball game.
And Gill to the plate. His first name wouldn't be Blue, would it?
No, but I wish it was, really. Might be a good nickname.
First offering from Mullins, just a bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Manning Gill.
Manning Gill. Lifts that one towards center field. Henry Sturgill comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Nice play there by Mullins. And I'll tell you what, these outfielders have never played under the lights.
They have not. They sure have not.
I mean,
in their entire lives.
There's not been one game this year.
Nope.
And probably for many of them, the first time they've ever played.
Never a practice.
So, great job there by Henry to see that ball and run it down as Mullins sends the first one. That one's Cooksey sends that one up the left side, just wide of the third base line.
Caleb Cooksey, the center fielder.
I wonder if he's any relation to Rex and Derek.
He sure is. That's Derek's youngest son.
I'll tell you what, I like those Cooksey boys.
I sure do.
Good fellas. That one fouled off the right side as well, or left side, excuse me.
Played Little League ball out in Boyd County this year, and my son was on the same team. Good kid.
I'll tell you what, don't get much better to me than Rex and Derek
and Brett.
Worked with all of them when they were at Fairview when I was broadcasting in the 16th.
That's right.
Good fellas.
Yes, sir.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Gabe Mullins with the wind and the 1-2. That one's fouled up the third base line. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. I don't think Oliver quite gets the grasp, but you're on the air right now.
No, he does not. That's okay, though.
And Oliver, when we're on the air, we can't answer your questions. As Oliver looks at me like I've got 4 heads.
What do you mean?
He's his mommy made over. The
That's
1-2 just missed the outside corner. Oh, it looked pretty good from up here.
Sure did.
Might have been low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuces wild here in the home half of the second inning. Mullins will bring the 2-2 plateward, the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nope, he said he got a piece of it.
Okay.
Just got a piece of that one. Fouled it straight back. And so the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 2-2. That one's lifted off to the left side as well. Mr. Cooksey a foul ball king here in this at bat. It's
Tim,
about 4 or 5.
What's your favorite Bee Gees song?
Staying Alive.
Yes, sir. Just what he's doing at the plate.
That's exactly right. I would sing it for you, but we are on the air, and I might get copied because I can sound just like Barry Gibb. So
you know what? I never never in the world have I ever thought you would lie to me. I'm kidding.
3-2 count coming from Mullins. Swing, and he caught on to it. Great job by Ty Mullins to hang on to that pitch. And with that catch, nice job. That's a tough catch, I tell you. Anytime you got a foul tip, you hang on to it, you've done something. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. After 2 complete, we're scoreless here at the County Boys Classic on the Boyd County Cubs Sports Network.
Here's a message of importance to millions of people who continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors traded iron tonic combined with high-potency brewer's yeast, one of the natural sources of vitamin B1. And every daily dose of ironized yeast gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Of course, pallor and weakness can come from other causes, so see your doctor regularly. But medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women, particularly those between 15 and 50, and many, many men, lack sufficient iron. So if you're not getting the iron your body needs, if you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset, get new pep, vigor, and color for only a few pennies a day. Start taking ironized yeast tomorrow.
Now we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Here at the County Boys Classic, we're scoreless. Pitchers duel between Cornwell and Mullins. Owen Rogers will step up to the plate to lead off this bottom of the 3rd for the Boyd County Cubs.
Owen Rogers definitely capable of a base hit, I'll say that.
No doubt. Mason Marsh in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss by Rogers on a fastball right down Broadway. Called strike one, or it was strike one. Wasn't called. Well, it was called, but it was a swinging strike. And that ball's lifted into shallow right center field. It's going to get full. Rogers will.
That one hit perfectly into the gap, and he got 2 bases out of it.
So that'll bring Mason Marsh to the plate.
Base hit number 1 for the Cubs, by the way.
First hit for anybody.
I believe so.
Yeah. Marsh squaring to bunt. Maybe a sacrifice to move him up to 3rd, and he offered at it. And Rogers didn't move. The ball got all the way to the backstop, and Marsh couldn't quite get a bat on it. Should have pulled that one back. He only bunt strikes. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to look back, and Coach Rogers says swing away, son. One up over his head.
Yep.
Couldn't hit that with a bow door. And Paul's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Now be aggressive. This kid's been throwing strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 1. That'll bring Brantley Shelton to the plate. The on-deck circle.
Back to the top of the order.
And we've got a wiffle ball made its way onto the field.
We're here sometime.
That's all right. You got some young kids out here playing, having fun. Let them play and have fun.
That's right.
So Brantley Shelton settles into the right-handed box, squares to bunt, pulls it away. Ball gets through, and moving up to 3rd base will be Rogers.
Absolutely. There's that aggressive base running.
Pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Now let's see what we're going to got. Coach Rogers flashed a few signs down there. He's not having a seizure. He's actually flashing signs the way you're supposed to. And Shelton bunts that one right back our way.
You almost had that, didn't you?
I would have had it if that fence wasn't there.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt in my mind.
That's right.
I had it. It was right there. You believe that, Oliver? It was right there. I'd have caught it.
When he gets a chance to talk, he doesn't do it. How about
I gave him an opportunity.
it? How about it?
I caught a foul ball at the Reds game once and ended up with about a 400-pound man on top of me, and we ended up on the Jumbotron, two big old boys
Yeah.
going after a foul ball. I had it the whole time. That guy wanted it. And that pitch apparently catches the outside corner.
I was not
Called
there.
strike two.
I was not at that game, but I would say that was a highlight for
It
most
was,
people.
I would say that the Reds have that saved somewhere in the Jumbotron highlights.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty funny. Swing and miss, strike three. So that'll come back to the top of the order with Ty Mullins, who I believe was a strikeout victim his first time up.
8 strikeouts now for Cornwell on the mound.
So nobody ought to feel too bad if they struck out. This kid is mowing them down. At this point, you may want to pray for a pass ball or a wild pitch here.
Yeah, with a
Trying to
runner
get-
on third, yeah.
I believe if I'm Jeremy Rogers down there, I'm telling Owen to go on anything gets by the catcher. That one is fouled straight back into the catcher's mid, a foul tip. It is a strike one. Difference between a foul tip and a foul ball. Catcher catches a foul tip.
Yes,
He
sir.
drops it, it's a foul ball. Foul tips are live. And here comes Rogers as the ball gets away from the catcher, and he scores.
How about that? And you called that one. That
How about
aggressive
that
base
one,
running.
sports fans? That's exactly right.
Yes, sir.
So the Cubs take a 1-0 lead on the wild pitch.
And that one run so far is a big deal.
It is huge right now. Because I think regardless, unless some huge explosion happens, they're not going to get a bye for tomorrow. Because they had to score at least 14 runs for that to happen, and I don't see that happening.
A win and a run total, correct, in their
Right.
first game.
You take the 3 winners from this first round,
Uh-huh.
there are 2 byes. So what they are doing is taking the byes, the 2 teams that scored the most runs get the byes.
There you go.
The third winner gets the lowest run total of the losers.
There you go. Okay.
So that's how that's going to work out. There's a pitch low. I have 3 balls and a strike. Not sure. Blue's not one to give us a count total very often here. So
Nope.
I've got that as ball 4, and that's exactly what it is. And that'll bring Brantley Griffith to the plate. Ty Mullins is quick as a hiccup.
You beat me to it. That's a guy you want on base.
And I would not be surprised to see him taking off early.
I'm with you.
Get him in scoring position. Let
That's that catcher's arm.
That's exactly right. Find out what he's got. As Griffith lifts this one high, but foul off the left side. First strike one.
We are seeing a little more contact here from
We are.
the Cubs.
Cornwell's maybe getting a little. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
As you said earlier, there's been. Two down for Brantley Griffith. Griffith participated in the home run derby earlier today as well. And he swings and a miss for strike 3. However, the Cubs do get a run. They did it on a hit. There was no errors and 1 man left on the base paths. After 2.5, your score, it's the Cubs 1, the Legends nothing. You're listening to the County Boys Classic right here on the, what are we? We're the Boyd County Cubs
That's
Sports Network. That's who we are.
Get a can of Dr. Lyon's tooth powder today for a few cents at any drugstore. See what a surprise you get the first time you use it. We believe you'll never again return to ordinary, less effective ways of cleaning your teeth.
Well, I forgot I hit a short commercial there.
That's okay.
We're going to have some fill here. That's the official name of what we're doing is now filling, stretching.
Yeah,
We can do that.
I like it. There's a lot less proper terms you could use for it. But
There
I like
is
filling, stretching.
some, if you're in television, they call it vamping.
Yep,
VAMPIG, vamping.
I like it.
Dickie Martin calls it BSing.
That's where I was heading, okay? I wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
But that's what it is.
Yep, that's right.
But
And that's an art that you and I are pretty proficient in, I must say.
well, I will say this. If you ever came to just a regular baseball practice and sat out in the center field
Yep.
underneath that shade tree, well, right center field, underneath
Yeah.
that shade tree,
Yep,
you would hear 2 hours of nothing but that.
that's it. And,
And not the kind that we're lying. We just talk a lot.
and you would see two guys that never get bored.
That's exactly right, especially with each other.
Yep.
We have a good time. Why not, life's too short. Have fun.
That's it.
It's my philosophy.
Oliver Griffith is out of the building.
Elvis has left the building. Bottom of the third, Gabe Mullins back on the hill.
Up for the. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what was going on. The Tri-State Legends coming up to the plate is the left fielder Max White.
Max White. Mullins checks in with Mullins. Brings the first pitch plateward, and that pitch was way out of the strike zone.
Batter number 8 in the order. So we've got 8-9-1 coming up, Tim.
Or 10. But
There
you
you
can have 10.
Something
You
like
can
that.
actually bat 12. I think the Cubs are batting 10 today.
I believe you're correct.
That's one of those, at this level, you can bat 9 and you have to follow a substitute rule. If you bat everybody, you can substitute any way, anyhow you want to. So it's just a different situation. I believe you missed there. 3 balls and no strikes. Mullins having trouble finding the plate here. Third base coach just went and set. This coach just went and set. This coach just went and set on.
And leaned helmet first into it. How about that?
So a walk and a hit batsman will return. Ball's fouled straight back. I was looking at my camera angle here. That one just shook just a little bit.
Yep.
It's kind of interesting. That's not a super expensive camera, but it's worth some money. So let's try not to hit that, boys, if we can.
I will say
keep
this.
from it.
That camera does a great job.
For the money up, we paid for it. It's pretty good. That ball is fouled straight back. Mullins made an effort, couldn't quite get to it. Ty Mullins, that is, not Gabe. Wouldn't hit that high.
I was going to say, yeah. Ty Mullen does a great job behind the plate.
He does. A lot of fun. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with nobody out. And that ball is hit right back up the middle. Sturgill will come up with it and holds the runner at third.
And just like that, bases are loaded. It brings up Isaac Van Hoos, second baseman, singled, thrown out in pursuit of second base on a fielder's choice. Yep.
That one catches the outside corner. Or close enough.
Yeah, hey. Called strike 2. How about that?
You folks can see it on the camera there, I'm sure. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gabe Mullins able to get the strikeout. Now you need a little good old-fashioned 6-4-3 right here.
Yeah, that. If you're a Boyd County fan, that's what you're looking for here.
That's what you definitely want. Runners at first and second. We're tied up at 1. Mullins, wild pitch, and everybody's going to move up 1. So you're probably not going to see the old 6-4-3 now.
Nope.
Alexander awaits the 1-0. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. Gabe having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone in this one. He walked the first batter, hit the second batter. Just on a couple of wild pitches, and now it's 3-0. Mullins brings swing. We're all tied at 1 apiece.
1 strikeout this inning, just 2 batters ago.
Well, there's not really, has there even been a ball hit? Yeah, there was a single. There was
Not
one
since the first inning. How
No,
about
there
that?
was a single in this inning, right?
Yes, there was. Two
Yeah,
batters, 3 batters ago. Sorry about
He
that.
walked the first batter, hit the
Yeah.
second batter, and then there was a single.
Single to right center. That's right.
Who's looming behind me? First pitch. That's a ball. Check swing there by Maynard.
Easton Maynard, first baseman. I apologize for not giving.
That's all right, man. One of you was named after the bat company.
Easton bats or Maynard bats? I'm kidding.
And there's a ball lifted into short left center. It's going to be down. 1 runs in. Here comes a play at the plate. And they're going to get Morris. So we do have a single, which scores a run.
Yes, sir.
And then we have an out recorded, 6-2. And runners will stay at first and second now. But the Legends have taken a 2-1 lead.
And 2 runners on base.
And that'll bring the pitcher Cornwell back to the plate. And we have to call timeout so Maynard can get his oven mitt on.
That's important.
It's going to be a cake to take out at second base. So we got to have that bad boy on. Swing and a miss. And I am not picking on that young man. I
Not
just
at all.
find the absurdity at this level of anyone that wears an oven mitt.
You?
Oh, and Cornwell gets plunked. So a hit by pitch. We'll load them back up with 2 away.
Just for the record, you and me both on the oven mitts. We're on the same
I'm
page.
Not a fan. Gill will step into the right-handed box, and Mullins brings the first one plate where that ball's drilled to center field. Sturgill goes back and can't quite hang on. It hit his glove, bounces off. Now he can't find the baseball. Wild throw into the infield, and that's going to clear the bases. 3 runs.
Yep, just like that. The double. I was starting to say
That one's inside, ball 2. Now you got to think, if you're the Cubs brain trust, you got to have pitching tomorrow because you're going to have to win about 4 or 5 ball games.
you're going to be playing.
So do you throw somebody else out there now, or do you stick with Mullins and hope he can get out of it here?
Max White walked and scored a run earlier this inning.
That ball is dribbled over to the right side, and it hits the runner. He's out. So out by rule will be, you credit the, you do credit the batter with a single.
Sure, yes.
The runner on first base is OBR, out by rule. And that is going to end the 3rd inning. But not before. The Legends plate 5 runs. They do so on a couple of hits. Too many errors for us to count, and a couple left on base.
Yep.
After 3 complete, the Legends 5. The Cubs 1. Back in a moment on the Boyd County Cubs Sports Network.
Another public service announcement from Brill Cream. Men, beware. Use 1 dab. A dab makes your hair look excitingly clean, disturbingly healthy. This man dared to use 2 dabs. Now he's in trouble. We refuse to be responsible.
Brill cream, Brill cream, Brill cream. Brill cream, a little dab will do ya. Brill cream, you look so debonair. Brill cream, the gals will all pursue ya. They'll love to get their fingers in your hair.
Back to the County Boys Classic. Tim Carver along with Chauncey Griffith. As we start the top of the fourth inning, Tate Caesar will lead things off for the Cubbies. Cornwell reason right now. He's got to have almost a dozen strikeouts. Well, he can't have a dozen, but he's got several.
How about 9?
Well, I was going to say.
Yeah, in 3 innings.
Every out has been a strikeout.
Yes, that is correct.
Every out has been a strikeout. Tate Caesar will step into the right-handed box to lead off the top of the fourth. What did Tate do last time?
Walked and left on first base.
That ball is ripped to the right side and gets through, and it gets all the way to the wall. Caesar is going to be turning on his horse to second base, and he'll be in there with a stand-up double.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the ball gets away. He's going to head to third on the throw. So a nice job by Tate Caesar.
That's just what the doctor ordered for the Boyd County Cubs.
It's a good way to start things off. Now
Yes,
a chance for Gabe Mullins to help his own cause here. String together 4 or 5 here and get right back in this bad boy.
Yes, sir.
And that ball is ribbled up the right side, left side, and Caesar is going to score on the infield single.
One base hit coming into this inning. That's already 2 into this inning. That's already 2 this inning. And you see the big smile on his face right there.
Yep. So Brody Evans will step up to the plate with a runner at first and a runner in. I believe Brody Evans has changed his walk-up music.
I think you're right.
Some of these folks have done that.
Yeah.
Might be why we're losing. Wow. That pitch was 3 balls off the plate, but called a strike.
He pulled back the bunt.
Yeah, he did not bunt after. There had to be a call on the pitch. He did try to bunt at that one.
Got a piece of it.
Falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. That's the only thing I don't like about bunting. Got 9 batters.
That's what I was getting ready to say, yeah.
You give him 2 strikes, and that was in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2. Nobody down, a runner on first. A run already plated here in the top half of the fourth. It's 5-2. Legends lead the Cubs. And Evans fights that one off. Fouls it to the right side.
Hit it to the parking lot.
That foul ball brought to you by Safelite. The 1-2. That one's up under a little sweet chin music there.
Ooh, I like it.
Runs the ball count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With a runner at first, nobody down. Cornwell with the 2-2. That one, once again, up under the chin. It's playing that little game you play with kids, tickle, tickle under the chin.
Just like that, we go in 2 to a full count.
There we go. So the payoff pitch from Cornwell. And that was drilled into left field, and that's going to get by the left fielder. Mullins around second. He's headed on. He's going to go to the plate.
Great base hit there. Placed perfectly, and it rolled all the way to the fence, and Boyd County taking advantage of it.
So that runs the score 5-3 with a runner at third. And Chris Miller stepping up to the plate with nobody out.
That's right.
Miller squares to bunt. Pulls it back, ball 1. Not a bad option here. Bunt the ball, see what they do.
Sure.
Throw to first, you bring Evans. Pulls that one back.
Out looking last time up.
On a very bad call.
Yeah.
I might add. That
Yes.
pitch, he was in the dirt.
Yes.
Henry ducked that one out of that one, and he needed to duck. It was that far inside.
That's
now,
right.
Henry usually does get closer to the plate, and he tries to bunt at that one and misses. Strike one.
A lot of bunts being thrown here.
Well, like you're in a cake factory.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
More bunts in a cake factory.
Yeah, that's pretty good one.
I've got a million of them.
I know.
Tip your waitresses. Stick around. I'll be here all week. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away, 1 on. Aces wild here in the the top of the fourth. That ball gets away from the catcher. Coming in is Brody, and Evans is out. I don't know that he replay on that one, but I don't know that Brody got to the plate.
He did not. About
He
6 or 8
got
inches
under.
shy.
He got under. Bat here in the top of the fourth. And he will.
Had a nice double his last time up.
Oh,
Scored the first run of the ball game for the
Owen hit
Cubs.
the ball hard his last time up.
Yes, sir.
A double here will score Sturgill. He's another one of those kids that's pretty quick.
Yep.
And that ball's lifted into left field. It's down and by the left fielder. Sturgill's going to come over to third. They're going to hold him up right there. And Rogers will cruise in with a stand-up double.
Absolutely.
And ball's thrown around a little bit there, but everything calms down. That'll bring Mason Marsh to the plate.
And a good call there by Jeremy, Coach Rogers, holding the runner at third.
A left-hander.
Not very often.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's not a left-handed batter on the Cubs team.
There sure isn't.
Gabe Mullins batted left-handed one time.
He did. I remember that up at Hurricane.
And up in Hurricane in a game that was kind of out of reach at that point.
Yep.
So he went up, hit the ball.
He did. Sure did.
So Cornwell responsible for the runners on right now, which he cannot lose this ball game, but there's a chance that he may not win it as they swap left and right fielders. Cornwell moves to second base, second baseman first base as Maynard comes to the mound. So Mason Marsh has a chance to tie this one up with a single.
Cornwell finishes 3 2/3 innings pitched, runs 10 strikeouts on the evening.
So Marsh will step in to the right-handed box. The wind and the pitch. Misses inside, ball one. Marsh chased a couple of bad pitches in that first at-bat, being a little bit more selective here. The 1-0. That one's upstairs, ball two. First base is open. Brantley. The 2-0 coming from Maynard. And that one hit him.
It sure did.
So we'll load the bases for Brantley Shelton. Here's where you would like to see 2 wild pitches and a double.
There you go. Yeah.
Base is full of Cubs. That one gets away. Here comes Sturgill. He's going to come in, and he slides across home plate. And here comes Rogers. He's going to score. 2 runs on the wild pitch. Marsh will move all the way up to third, and we're all tied at 5 apiece.
How about that? You called that one, Tim. I'm not going to lie. The wild pitch.
Now we just need another wild pitch.
Uh-huh.
So all tied up at 5-5.
Shelton at the plate. He's the 10th batter in the order.
A little bit. Go down 5. Go down 5-1.
Uh-huh.
And they've stormed back to tie it up. Opportunity to take the lead here with the go-ahead run on third base in Marsh. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Shelton settles back in. That pitch is upstairs.
So we go from 3-0 to 3-2 here, Tim.
We have. But you get 3 strikes today.
That's it.
So
that's it.
Make good use of this third one.
Yes, sir.
If it's in there, pop it somewhere. The payoff pitch is going to be up and outside, ball 4. And Shelton needs to just take right off and go to second. And he's going to. And he'll go all the way to second. On the walk, he just takes it.
That's it.
Mason Marsh was leading off third, and Maynard was going to throw it home. And that allowed Shelton to cruise into second on the walk. And we're back to the top of the order with Ty Mullins.
And 2 runners in scoring position.
Single here should score 2.
Yes, sir. Walked and scored a run last time
up. I'd take the wild pitch double again.
I'm with you.
Pitch called strike there.
That was there.
Mullins jumped out of the way of that, but that pitch was actually right there.
Yes, sir. It's different facing the left-handed pitcher.
It is.
I think that's what happened there.
No balls and 2 strikes to the Cub catcher. And he rips that one foul up the right side. Well, that would have been a 2-bagger.
Yeah.
And 2 Arby's. Speaking of Arby's, I'm hungry.
Talk about Arby's right now.
I want some meats.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry.
Uh-huh.
Should have got some of that pulled pork.
I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Had a chance and didn't quite. My wife ate it. And that was right there. Mullins got way twisted up on that one. However, the Cubs get 4 runs and tie this ball game up 5-5 as we head to the home half of the 4th inning. This is a good one.
Yes, sir.
Right here in Boyd County, Kentucky, and we're probably approaching the time limit, so Cubs probably need to hold on here to see what happens.
Got to be getting close.
I'd say we are getting very, very close. We'll be back in a moment. All night at 5 on the Boyd County Cubs Sports Network.
Eat some every day. Oh, we ride in the rodeo, roping steers and butts and broncos, and we haven't had a bite to eat since dawn. We are hungry and we're dragging, but here comes the old chuck wagon with the fiddles that we long for. Bring her on!
Now, I'm the U.S. Marshal. To soft drinks, I am partial.
And this popcorn's good.
My gosh, I say it be. You like 'em, lick 'em, ice cream, and this ice cream, very nice cream.
You buy 'em, and you try 'em, and you see. Now it's time for intermission, so let's all hit the trail and gather around the sweet bar where these goodies are on sale.
Everybody, but everybody, is Ghost to Go-Go Show. Already the spooks are swinging, the witches are winging, the haunts are on the move. The monsters are swaying, the ghosts are saying, come on, get in the groove. And come to our rock and roll Ghost to Go-Go Show. It's a zany mixture of spooks and music with BB. You may rock with chills or roll with the combos. But whatever you do, you'll have the time of your young life in our Ghost to Go-Go Show. It's new, it's different, it's tough.
I wish we had a Ghost to Go-Go show.
What?
Ghost to Go-Go show. That'd be a lot of fun.
It sure would.
Home half of the 4th inning, the Legends tied up with the Cubbies, and the leadoff batter of the inning will be Banks. Had a long discussion between the Legends coaching fire that
still trying to figure it out, but
once again, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch from Gabe Mullins, headed plateward. And that one's in the dirt and caught the umpire, and that hurts.
Yes, it does. I think it got him right on the hand.
Got him right on the wrist. And I think that might be it for Gabe Mullins. We're going to come to the dugout and bring Chris Miller in. Gabe Mullins, yeoman's job out there, but
absolutely
struggled at the end of the last inning, and they run him out there to try to finish it up here, and he just could not find the strike zone. So, did a great job today.
He sure did.
Nothing against Gabe at all. And to bring Chris Miller in, and Miller just comes to the mound, and Mullins goes to the dugout.
There
That's
you go.
where you bat all of them. You can swap them in and out that way, as Brantley Shelton is in right field. I think Chris was in right field before, and they probably brought him to the dugout for just this purpose.
I think you're right.
Said if Gabe can't get her done, we'll bring Chris in, let him rest a little bit, come in off the bench fresh, and that's where we stand right now. 5-5 your score. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. My guess is, it is 10:03. My guess is we're at the time limit. So
we have to be
if the
close.
Legends win this ball game or score this inning, this ball game's probably over. Would be my guess.
Most of the time, it could be different in some tournaments. We don't know for sure, but most of the time when you hit the time limit, whatever half inning you're in, it's over.
You finish the inning, but that's it.
That's it.
So, again, I didn't see the start time of this one because we were running around. No strikes. Runner moves up to second in scoring position, and from what we can gather, that could very well be the winning run. Oh, my goodness. That pitch was in the left-handed box.
Yeah, it sure was.
And it was called a strike. Yeah, I'm not a homer. I'll tell you just how it is. That was not a strike. No way. No how. That ball gets away from Mullins, so he's able to pounce back on it. Keep the runner at second base. He's got a pan of cornbread at third base, apparently. Take out of the oven. One more of those. The payoff pitch from Miller, plateward. In the dirt, ball four. So Morris draws a walk to put runners at first and second.
Bring up Isaac Van Hoos.
Isaac Van Hoos, a participant in tonight's home run derby.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, there's not many light poles here, but what there are lights this field up pretty doggone good.
Great job.
That's a foul ball. Yeah, Van Hoos had the ball thrown right at his head. He ducked, and the ball hit his bat. And Van Hoos the coach came in to argue, and Van Hoos said, hey, coach, it hit my bat. That's an honest kid right there. You got to tip your hat to that kid.
That's right. Coach was ready to roll.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Coach was ready to get a little red on the umpire.
Yeah.
Van Hoos said, he's like Chris Miller's throwing at his bat.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you never know. Thing might go fair and get a triple play.
Yeah.
The 0-2. Fouled straight over top of our head. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second. The winning run, as we see things, at second base.
Yes, sir.
We cannot allow that kid to score if the Cubs want to continue today. That pitch is upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Van Hoos there had to check the umpire. He was hoping that was high.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And Miller tries to hit his bat again. This is inside.
He didn't really drop his bat, but didn't hit it that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Miller brings it plateward. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the first out of the inning. Now you need a good double play right here.
Yes, sir.
Maybe an infield fly, anything, as Alexander will step into the right-handed box.
Walked and scored a run last at bat.
Miller with the wind and the pitch. And hit him. Or did it? What's the call?
Buddy, I already have it written down.
Umpire says it did not hit him. I think it did.
I didn't think there was any question.
But they're going to call a ball.
Okay.
It hit something.
Yeah.
You could hear it. And I've got headsets on.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It certainly hit something.
Yeah, I had no hesitation. I thought pitch.
I had him on first base already as well.
A good throw there to third from Tom Mullins.
Yeah, it was.
Not in time.
Get the force play at home.
Yes.
Come up. with one out. We'll bring Maynard to the plate. And if I'm on the offense, that teachers teach.
Uh-huh.
Or players play.
Yep.
If you can't play, you teach. If you can't teach, then you broadcast. And if you can't do anything, you umpire.
There you go. Did you just make that one up?
No, I've heard that one years ago.
That's pretty good.
And here's a ground ball hit to Griffith. He's going to come to the plate. Got him. Oh! Oh, my. That was awful. That was not even close. That was a terrible call. Jeremy Rogers went wild. That was a terrible call, and we've got it on. We've got it on tape. That's going to be the ball game.
And that was a great play from second.
It was.
Great
it was
catch.
A great play.
And an out. It was an out.
A great play from Brantley Griffith to Ty Mullins. The home plate umpire just missed it. It happens.
That was a bad call.
It happens. It was a terrible call.
That was a bad call.
It was a terrible call. When this thing renders, we will take a look at it after a while.
Yeah, I might go show someone in blue maybe.
A quick break, and we'll come back and wrap things up. I don't think we've heard from Brill Cream tonight.
Hey.
Another public service announcement from Brill Cream. Men, beware. Use one dab of Brill Cream. Just a little dab makes your hair look excitingly clean, disturbingly healthy.
If that's the case,
you know what?
And I've umpired
Yep.
many years.
Yep.
That was a forced play at home.
How about it?
But I will say this, if our cameras caught that and it was definitive, then we will try to make that umpire a better umpire tomorrow.
Sure, yeah.
And
very politely
show him the error of his way.
That's right.
And I would do that if it was for the other team as well.
And you know what? If I were the umpire,
I'd want it.
I would respect that.
I would want that and respect that.
Yes.
But that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight from the Fannin Park and the Boyd County Cubs County Boys Classic. Legends winners here tonight. 6-5 is your final score. They'll set the brackets for tomorrow. We will be on the air at 11 o'clock. We don't know who we're playing or what field we're playing on, but we plan on being on the air at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
That's right.
Let's put it that way.
That's right. I'll be here at 11.
I'm going to be here at 11.
Yeah.
Chauncey's going to be here at 11. We'll try to make sure we're bringing you all the action of Cubs baseball tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Final score tonight, the Legends 6, the Cubs 5. For Chauncey, God bless everyone. Have a great weekend from all of us here at the Boyd County Cubs Sports Network.